We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we continue on. We have 4 games in the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. We have 2 games in the NBA playoffs. We get an 11-game baseball slate. So not the biggest of slates today, but that's just fine. Let's take a look at what happened before we get to today's game. Before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. 1-1 right, 1-1 wrong in the world of sports betting. Another frustrating day. Because I had Philly, Colorado first 5 under 5, which was a loser. And actually, the only other baseball game I got around to betting yesterday was the Astros money line. So I had 2 baseball bets yesterday. I went 1-1 up 0.01 units. In the NBA, I had the Knicks first half -1, -105, which cashed. And then to end the day, in the NHL, I had the Islanders money line, which was a loser. Boston, Florida over 6 was a winner. And then Minnesota was a loser. Edmonton first period, why I don't bet first periods, that was a loser, but the full game pushed. And it's just been a very frustrating month in full transparency. It's been, I think, the worst month of my career because I believe I'm down 34 this month in April, and it's been absolute hell. And one thing I will say is one thing that I do with this show is I do bet everything I give out on the show. I'm deciding to not do that until May starts because April has been absolute hell. But I'll give out all my thoughts. I'll give out all my what I would be betting if I were betting the games. But for the next week or so until May, I won't be. I want to just take a step back, write down the plays I like, see what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, things along those lines before putting money on games again. So it's just been a frustrating month, and I feel like I just need to take that step back and look at what I'm doing and figure things out. So that's kind of what's going on with me. Tim, recap.
The site, I thought was going to be able to have a winning day, and that got squandered real quickly. Because at the end of the night, we had like 5 plays left. We were up 2-1 units. I'm like, all right, all we have to do is win 2 out of our last 5, and we have a profitable day. Went 1-4. So we started off with the over in that Tottenham game, which was a winner in 9 minutes. Cleveland is pathetic. The Islanders are pathetic. Both of them losing. Not pretty. Damn it. Anyways, Astros. They came back. They pulled out the brooms against the Braves. Tampa Bay continues to be fantastic at home. Corbin Day was okay because we had Minnesota run line and the over, so we split out, was down 3 cents on that one. The Oakland Athletics, I'm going to put a permanent ban hammer on them, Nick. They don't touch the site anymore. They suck.
Really?
Yeah. The A's are 4-18 this year with a run differential, Nick, of 103. Negative 103. We are 22 games into the season. Pathetic. Almost was able to see the Kings win outright yesterday, Nick. Unfortunately, didn't work out at the end. The plus 7.5 cash goes back to Sacramento. Challenge Golden State to, maybe win a road game. I don't think it happens. Over in that Boston game, Boston put up 6 by themselves. Seattle was a mistake. The Mild were a mistake. We had the over and Atlanta in that game between them and the Celtics. That was a split out, down 4 cents. Edmonton puck line loser. And the Nuggets series will extend to 5 games as the Minnesota Timberwolves win it in overtime. So not a good day. At the moment, there's 2 plays on the site. Nick will put up his hockey, and we'll talk through some baseball. So we'll do that. Nick, go through the chat real quick, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. Let's take a look. Lost 3 units in video poker. Yeesh. Morning, fellas. Mets and Nuggets killed me yesterday. Let's bounce back today. Yeah. Morning, guys. Sorry about the struggles, but a break sounds like a good idea. Start fresh in May.
We should have just canceled the show today and just went back to sleep.
That's a mood right there, but we still got jobs to do, Tim. We still got to do this show because it's for the viewers. It's for the viewers. We are going to make a money ball with the elephant for the A's. What happened? Yeah, it is what it is. Morning, Tim. Good morning, Nick. How you guys? Astros got the W, and we got it. We swept the Atlanta Braves. That's
Thank
always.
you.
Yeah, I hate the Braves.
Thank you.
It's a new day. Can bounce back today. Yeah. Making good financial decision making. 4 units equals car payment today. There you go.
There you go.
But we'll get kicked off in the ice here in this one.
Yes.
With
Rangers are minus 150 against the Devils. 5.5 is the total. The Rangers are up 2-1 in the series. Devils took the last game in overtime. Do we see the Devils tying it up and getting to bring the series back home tied 2-2, or is it a spot where the Rangers go up 3-1, which teams in the NHL who go up 3-1 in the series have a 90% chance at finishing it out? So do we pretty much see the Rangers finish it out, or do the Devils have a chance still?
I think this is, how series we look at them and be like, that's going to be a homer series where the home team wins every game. Yeah, this is probably going to be a series you wish you're on the road, because I can see the road team winning every game in this series. Both these teams had better records on the road than they did at home this year. The Devils 29, and I'm not going to count overtime losses here. I'm going to combine them. 29-13 on the road, New Jersey, compared to 24-19 at home. The Rangers were 26-17 on the road compared to 23-19 at home. Both these teams did better on the road than they did at home this year. And I like the switch to Akira Schmid for the Devils here. It forced them to play more defensively responsible. They didn't give up 5 goals last game. They gave up 1. I could see a bounce back here or another bounce back where we see a tie series now. And I think that they can bring the momentum from game 3 into game 4 of the New Jersey Devils. So I'd be looking to play the Devils here at plus 134. I'm gonna be writing down the plays that I would be betting, and the Devils are one that I'm writing down.
There you go. There you go. I'm not betting hockey, so that's all you. Reds money line. Yes, the line is way too low for a hot team against a team on a 6-game losing streak. It is Nick Lodolo on the mound, though, so keep that one in mind. But yes, I agree. I'm all over it. Here's some peeps fading the Rays. Is that smart?
Not particularly.
No. Good morning, Tim and Nick. Love the Flyers gear repping my Philly boys. Nick.
I threw on a random shirt this morning.
I thought Nuggets were going to pull it out in overtime, though. To be honest, I fell asleep at halftime, so it is what it is. After my abs bet last night, I don't think I want to smoke with hockey. That's fair.
Anyway, yeah.
And then saw the video this morning, Devil season. Yes. Supness. We get supness from Lex. Earle Bros, what's up? Just pulled up, and first thing I hear is that you hate the Braves. Well, to be fair, we were reading off a comment from Brandon, and he was mentioning how his Astros swept the Braves. So we didn't do it unprovoked.
Yeah.
So I guess our Mets-Braves rivalry has officially started between us this season. Glad to be back. No rivalry this week. This year. That's fine. Braves win the division easily. No chance the Mets win it. Devils. Yes. Maybe the over 5.5, but I didn't bet it. That's fair. Astros and Tampa Bay Rays today. He fought. I like Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay today. Nick Lodolo over 7.5 Ks. Yep. $200 on Timberwolves. That was rough for me. Does Tim make show appearance this week?
Nope. Tim doesn't make any show appearances. Nope.
Nope. I'm not going to be here all week. I like the Blue Jays -1.5 today. I don't hate it. It's against Lance Lynn. And Wild killed your four-teamer. Best way to go 3-1, Nick? 4-team parlay. Let's jump into the next game. The Vegas Golden Knights and the Winnipeg Jets. It's a pick 'em with a 5.5 total.
Yeah, this is another one where I see a bounce back here. This kind of contradicts my first play on the. Did I not? By the way, I missed. I forgot to type out one game. I was gonna say this. It feels like we're skipping something here because there's two plays that correlate into this, and I'm betting. Or there's actually three plays that correlate into an
I was about to
undefeated.
say, you forgot one of the most fascinating series.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
By the way, Nick, I'll lock in your hockey plays as you talk about them.
Oh, okay. I'm on the Winnipeg Jets here again, and it's going to words. It's going to words. Contradict. Thank you. What I said in the first game here, but teams that lost in overtime are undefeated in the next game so far this postseason. And I mean, half of those teams are the Edmonton Oilers because they lost game 1 in overtime, won game 2, lost game 3 in overtime, won game 4, which actually they lost game 4 in overtime, which means the Kings should win game 5. But the Winnipeg lost in overtime last game. The Lightning lost in overtime last game, and the Rangers lost in overtime last game. Also, the last 2 days, the road teams are 8-0. That's something interesting as well. But for me, I'm going to ride with Winnipeg here to tie up the series. I like them at home in this spot. I thought that they were going to come back and win it last game. I see them bouncing back in this one. I think this series goes 6 or 7. So I like the Jets here in this spot. I don't see Vegas taking a 3-1 lead.
I love fading my futures. That's fine. That's fine. Did you hear Oakland is moving? Yeah, they're going to be moving to
Vegas.
What do you call it? Vegas. Oh, it's not entirely set in stone yet, though. I almost hit on my props yesterday to like Jake Ottinger over 27.5 saves. He had 30. I only hit 4 props yesterday. Thank you. At least you hit some. A little Braves pitching his ass. I bet the other team in the late innings. Love to hear it. Ducks, first period, puck line. I'm sorry, what? Hold on.
Ducks? I think the next thing they're trying to win is the draft lottery.
I don't know what you're smoking, Nathan, but I want some. Anyways, we'll head to this game, which, once again, me and you have gone back and forth against each other. Tampa Bay and Toronto. To pick them, 6.5 is your total.
Yeah, I expect a response from Tampa Bay in this game to tie it up 2-2. And looking at the spot, I mean, this is another one where Tampa Bay lost in overtime last game. They were the better team last game. And then one shot in overtime, that game's over. They were up 3-2 with a minute to go. And Ryan O'Reilly scores the game-tying goal, which was frustrating to see. Oh. And then in overtime, it was Morgan Riley on a little screened pass or a screenshot, and that pass Vasilevsky. I expect Tampa to take 1 out of 2 here on the road. This is a Tampa Bay. Even if Toronto goes up 3-1 in this series, Tampa's still alive. We saw this a couple years ago where the Leafs were up 3-1 on the Habs, and the Habs came all the way back and won that series. So even if Toronto goes up 3-1, that doesn't mean they're already in. But with that being said, I think Tampa ties it today, so I'm on the Lightning.
I got Leafs for the cup, and I got my $5 parlay in hand, Nick. Leafs Nuggets to win the cup, $5. Nuggets to win the finals. It's like $5 to win, almost 600. So
I do have Nuggets future, so I would have liked to see them close that out yesterday.
Ducks. Ducks. Justin's mad about the Ducks. Like the over 6.5 in the game. Yeah, I do too. Oh, sorry, confused with my hockey this morning. Jets, first period. There you go.
That makes a little bit more sense.
Maybe Tampa, first period, they should come out with some urgency. So should Toronto. They have a chance to actually try to win the series.
Yeah.
Let's head to the final NHL game of the day. We get the Colorado Avalanche, who are currently, they're up 2-1 in the series?
Yes.
And they're minus 150 against...
Release the Kraken!
With a total of 6. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, it's time for the Avalanche to flex their muscles here. I like the Avalanche here in this spot. I would probably lay the $1.50, and if you don't want to lay the $1.50, you can lay the -1, which -1. Let's take a look what that would be. Let's see. The money line's a 150. The puck line's a 170. Plus 108. Plus 108 for the -1 line if you want to play that with Colorado. This is the time where they flex their muscles. And we learned that Seattle was not a good home team. In the regular season, they were 20-18-4, or 20-22 on the money line. This was a sub 500 team on the road, or at home. I bet at home. And the Avalanche were 30-11-1, or 30-12 on the road. So this was a very good road team, the Avalanche. I expect them to take a commanding 3-1 series lead in this one and move on. So I would look at the Avalanche here, -150 or -1 at -108.
Well, on the site you get puck line at plus 171.
Yay.
So that's where you're going. Now, real quick, Nick, because I want to make a pack, but I need to have an odd amount of plays. I was going to do a playoff pack that has 7 plays in it. Thoughts on the over in Tampa and Toronto? Get a 3-3 game going into overtime?
Yeah, I can see it. I'm trying to think what total I would like the best. I think after a 1-1 game in game 3 heading into overtime, I do think that Akira Schmid can get touched up a little bit. I think if I had to bet a total, it would be the over in the Ranger game, but you could put a total for the NBA because we'll be discussing that next.
Okay, that's fair. I don't really like any totals in the NBA. I feel like if I had a total for any of the playoff games, Tampa, Toronto over. But that's just me. I see offense. Where is it? I had a good weekend. My mom made a chicken that was eating for dinner last night. Hell yeah. Now I kind of want some Bojangles. Anyways, to be fair, I am smoking some killer stuff. That's fair. Red Sox over 8, best bet. Red Sox over 8, and that is Kramer and Sale. Yeah, I'll say yes to that one. To be fair, I'm smoking some killer stuff. Biscotti pancakes. Sounds good. Any props for the hockey games, Nick?
I would look towards Hughes props for New Jersey, Jack Hughes. If I had to back anything there, maybe go back to Dougie Hamilton in this game as well. For the Lightning, if you want to get, Braden Point, I feel like is an obvious one. If you want to look at props for him, Nikita Kucherov, Steven Stamkos. By the way, I saw a stat the other day. Steven Stamkos and Austin Matthews fought the other night. It was the first time two players who had a 60-goal season have ever fought in the NHL against each other. But yeah, I would lean towards Kucherov, Point, and maybe Hedman.
I can play a prop.
I would probably look towards Pierre-Luc Dubois in Winnipeg. And maybe if you want to get a little bit interesting here, you can look at Bowen Byram for Colorado. You can look at Cale Makar. I will never talk you off of Rantanen or McKinnon, things along those lines.
Nathan McKinnon. No.
Yeah.
I got one for today, Nick. Plus 250 for Mr. O'Reilly. Ryan O'Reilly.
Jackass.
I like Toronto. Sue me. Colorado puck line. Yes. I was looking at Nathan McKinnon anytime goal.
Won't talk you off of it.
Birdcage. Blue Jays. Orioles. Cardinals. Yes. We'll head to the NBA, Nick.
Yeah. A little bit of a kind of a do. This is weird, Tim. We have a do or die game for the Milwaukee Bucks here, down 2-1 in the series. The Bucks are 6-point road favorites with a total of 216 in this game. Let's grab the line movements in this one here. I did not go over any line movements in the NHL because, frankly, I don't care. I don't care in the NHL like that. This line opened up at a 3.5. It's up to a 6. That kind of tells me that Giannis is in. If it's gone up 2.5 points towards the Bucks, line opened up at a 220, and then about a minute later, it would drop, or 30 seconds later, it dropped down to 218.5. So it really opened up at 218.5. It's dropped 2.5 points since then. Let's see if the money correlates with that here. 72% of the tickets, 89% of the cash is on the Bucks, and 69% of the tickets, only 43% of the cash is on the over. So looks like sharp money coming on the under here. If I had to bet anything in this game, and I will take this as something I'm going to write down that I would play from this game if I had to bet it. I would be looking at the under in this game. Milwaukee and Miami under 216.
I think it's less of Giannis and more of.
There's no way the Bucks fall down 3-1.
No, it's Jimmy Butler could be out. Sorry, Bulls legend Jimmy Butler could be out. That's kind of the big thing for me. I'm surprised that it started up at a 3.5. I wish I got it at that number. I got the Bucks. Bucks by double digits in this one. I don't think that this Heat team is all that good. Yes, they're up 2-1. Fantastic. Good work. This is a Bucks team that is deep, and I think they'll be able to manage their way with or without Giannis. Plus, Nick, what was the last thing we just saw from the series?
Blowout. All right.
Miami Heat winning by 22 points. And now the total, you said it went up from 3.5 all the way up to 6. Yeah. Bucks by double digits in this one.
Yeah, I need the Bucks to get their shit together here because in a free contest on BetOnline, I did fill out an NBA bracket and I have the Bucks advancing, and as long as my bracket actually looks pretty good right now. Looking at it here real quick, I just want to see the game series as well because I believe all of my teams are winning right now or tied, other than the Bucks, which is weird because I have the Nuggets. They're up 3-1. The Suns, they're up what, 2-1, 3-1? Are they up 3-1 yet? The Suns?
Yes.
I have the Warriors, which are tied. I have the Lakers winning that series. And then I have the Bucks, Knicks, 76ers, and Celtics. Just shows how easy predicting series in the NBA could be. Also, most of those were massive chalk.
I was about to say.
No, there was a couple dogs in there, though. The Lakers were dogs. The Knicks were dogs.
That's right.
So it would be cool to see the
Bucks bounce back. Yeah. Jimmy Butler is questionable, but I was reading that he's going to play. Then the line's telling me that who do you call it's going to come in? Giannis. Heat team total under. I would lean towards an under. The line's dropped 2 points, so why not? Tim, Nick, did you have a good weekend? No. I'm expecting Drew Holiday, Middleton to play big. Yep. And maybe Bobby Portis. Yep. Riding with you, Tim. Jimmy Buckets is the heart and soul of the team, to be honest. Well, something saying that he could be in, so we'll see. He's got a Q tag next to his name. Hello, Markel. We'll go to the other game, Nick.
Yeah, one that I'll have a rooting interest in for my bracket. Other than that, I don't know if I'm getting much involved in this game. Line opened up at a 4.5. It's moved 5 cents towards the Lakers. It opened up 4.5 -110. It's now 4.5 -115. Total opened up at 220.5, and the line's not moved. We have 72% of the tickets, 61% of the cash is on the Lakers, and the line's moved 5 cents in the direction of the Lakers. So, yeah. And we got 68% of the tickets and 51% of the cash is on the over, and the line's not moved. I feel like once again the under would be an interesting look in this game. This is a game that I would pass on, and this is a no play for me. I would probably lean under in this game if I had to bet anything, but nothing.
I'll be on the Grizzlies again. What was the last thing we saw from this game, Nick?
Blowout?
It was a 10-point game. It was not that close. That was not a 10-point game.
That was a very flattering 10-point game,
because Memphis was down 26 at the end of the first.
Yep.
They were down 20 at the end of the third.
And
they were down, yeah. No.
Did LeBron even play in the second half? Did any of the big stars play in the second half at all?
I'm not 100% sure. I mean, LeBron had 36 minutes. AD had 38. Reeves had 35. Yeah, they had a bunch of guys that played a bunch. But give me the Grizzlies. Coming off of a blowout game. Need to even up the series so they can bring it back home, take a 3-2 lead, and win in 6. Give me the Grizzlies in this one.
I still think the Lakers win the series. I do.
No. I don't think I'm betting the Lakers. Betting this Lakers game. May stay away. Maybe look at some props for this game.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
I think you were on Bet Win Repeat before the playoffs started, and I put in 3 plays into the chat, which I didn't bet any of them, but I said Lakers, Knicks, and 76ers to sweep.
Well, none of them are doing that.
Well, 76ers swept.
Sixers did, but the other two aren't sweeping.
We'll see.
What do you mean we'll see? No, they're not.
What, the Lakers aren't winning, the Knicks aren't winning?
I thought you said the sweep.
No, they're just a series.
Only
the Sixers. Only the Sixers to sweep. No, because the Sixers are like minus 900.
Yeah. I thought you said for all of them to sweep.
No.
No, the 76ers are the 76ers are the only team in the first round of either playoffs to sweep.
Yeah, nobody swept in the NHL.
Nope.
Which is good to see. I like that.
Yeah, Nick, I was waiting for him to come in.
Yes. Hell yeah, bro.
Nick, could you go through the chat real quick?
Yeah. You said, don't think I'm betting. Next. Oh. Should have an angry Grizzlies team. Yep. And take the Grizzlies first quarter, first half. I think that's the best way to approach this game is Grizzlies first quarter, Grizzlies first half. Which, now thinking about that, I'm kind of interested to see what the Grizzlies did. The Grizzlies were one of the best first quarter teams in the NBA. So here's how we're going to approach this. I will side with the Grizzlies in the first quarter. Grizzlies first quarter plus 120. That's how I'm gonna. That's the play I'll write down for this game, and we'll see how that goes.
That's fair.
Grizzlies first quarter plus 120. All right. Just bet Bruins and win money. I don't know if that's going to continue throughout the playoffs. I don't think the Panthers are that good. I think the second round matchup will be much tougher for them, whether it's the Leafs or the Lightning. And I think the Rangers can beat them in the second round or in the Eastern Conference Finals, which is scary.
I think the Leafs have a shot to beat them. I think the Leafs have a lot better of a chance than the Lightning do.
Yeah. I think the Lakers win the series. The Grizzlies do more. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Oilers, Bruins, and Celtics. There you go. Great. Not a problem, man. Morning untouchable. Morning. Cashed on the Celtics yesterday. Margin bands 6. There you go. Y'all talk baseball already? No. We'll still bet them every game like all season. There you go. Leafs, no way. Fair. Grizzlies are done. Dylan Brooks should, yeah. Exactly. But now we will move into the MLB, Tim. Let's get started. We have the Cleveland Guardians and the Colorado Rockies. We have the Guardians as minus 195 favorites, total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at where the line has moved in this one here. We have this line opened up. Let me find the game. Colorado, Cleveland. Here we go. This line opened up at minus 191 for Cleveland. It's now minus 186. So it's a 5-cent line movement towards the Rockies. Line opened up at 8, minus 125, and it dipped down to a 7.5, and it's come back to an 8. And 92% of the tickets, 90% of the cash is on the Guardians. Yet the lines move 5 cents towards the Rockies, which is kind of interesting. 67% of the tickets, 76% of the cash is on the under. And the line dipped down to a 7.5, 1 point. So I think that's about correct. Austin Gomer and Cal Quantrill. This one's, I think, a pretty simple pass. I think it'd be Rockies first 5 or nothing for me, but it would be a layoff.
Am I bad for wanting to bet the Rockies?
No.
I want the Rockies money line plus 180. Nobody. So the money's all in on Cleveland. The line opens up Colorado plus 175, and now it's plus 171.
I could see the Rockies. Yeah, it's 170. Yeah.
Yeah. They're making it more appetizing to bet the Guardians.
Yeah, I'll take Rockies first 5 at plus 165. That's what I'll do.
I'm grabbing Colorado. How about a Colorado parlay, Nick?
Avalanche and Rockies. Don't hate it.
Yeah, let's get it. Colorado or Rockies money line for me in this one. It's just that one's just off a line movement, and Cleveland's kind of been struggling lately. So
Cleveland's come back down to earth. They don't look like a team that should be a $2 favorite.
No, not at all right now. But Colorado is 6-17. So
yeah.
All right, back to the chat, Nick.
Yeah. There we go. Nuggets killed my 5 different parlays. It's last night. That's the last leg. Ouch. Embiid would have made both those 3 for it. Are you gonna put him in timeout?
No. No. You don't need to talk about the clown. He didn't even have to play in the last game for the Sixers to win. Most valuable player, yet your team is 12-5 without you. Doesn't seem valuable to me.
Yeah, Mets last night, On Sunday night baseball, do y'all fade both teams or the team that won both teams, right?
Both teams, but it's only on the Monday. So we will be on St. Louis. The Mets don't play today.
So the Mets avoid the Sunday night baseball fade, yeah.
They do. Yes. Nuggets are home next game.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Dude, NBA playoffs are going on right now. I don't care about a team that's not in it.
Yep. I'm not betting the Rockies 3-7 on the road. Give me some Guardians of the Galaxy.
You have fun with that. 3-6 at home.
Yes, Rocks and Rocks. Rocks and Avalanche, yeah. I had the Wolves money line, got sweaty at the end. There you go. Yankees been losing lately. I am loving it.
I'm loving it. I love it too.
I love it for my Tampa Bay future. I don't love it as much for my Yankee over win total future, but it is what it is. Red Sox and the Orioles. Red Sox minus 110 favorites, total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at where the line has moved in this one here. Chris Sale and Dean Kramer is your pitching matchup here. Line opened up at minus 110. It's up to minus 117 now for the Red Sox. As for the total, it opened up at an 8.5. It's now an 8. Let's take a look at where the money's coming in on this one here. 47% of the tickets and 75% of the cash is coming in on Baltimore. Lines move towards the Red Sox. And as for the total, we have 62% of the tickets, 74% of the cash is on the over, and the lines dropped to half a run. I think the under is a decent look in this game between Kramer and Sale. I think that this is telling us that both pitchers are going to have a decent game. I would take Baltimore. I'm writing down Baltimore, Boston, first 5 under. Let's take a look at what that would be. First 5 under, I want to say it'd be 4.5, right? 4.5, nope. 4 at plus 101.
It does seem gross to bet it. I am going to take the under. This is actually a Baltimore team that's had a little bit better pitching lately. I will give them that. Kramer has been solid. Oh no, sorry, he was solid last game. 6 2/3 shutout, 4 innings, 4 hits. It's against Washington, but this is a Baltimore team that's actually been pitching a little bit better as of late. In their last 4 games, they've only allowed 3 earned runs. Granted, they were facing Washington and then Detroit, but I'll jump on the under with you. This is a pitching staff that I like. This team, I like the Orioles, but that line movement itself is just telling me under. So, and Chris Sale, I don't think Chris Sale's been all that bad. Yeah, he allowed only 1 run in his last game. Every single game that he's pitched has gone over the total, but I'll grab the under with you.
I also would lean Red Sox in this game as well.
Yeah, I'm not touching the side. I like my boy Kramer.
Kyle Haley saying Rangers in the NHL. I disagree with that one. First 5 under 4.5. Yeah. Orioles first 5. I'd lean the opposite way. I lean Red Sox. Kramer with Baltimore money line, run line. I wanted to go over in the Orioles. You still can. We like the under though. I have MLB 07 or MLB 07 the show. MLB the show 23. Cool. Moving on here. What?
Never mind. I thought you clicked on the Cincinnati game and then clicked off of it. You're good. Never mind.
Houston Astros are at the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays $1.45 favorites in this game. Total of 8 in this one here. We have Jose Urquidy and Tage Bradley, your pitching matchup here. Line opened up at -135 for the Rays. It's now -151. And as for the total, it opened up at an 8 -125. It's now an 8 -120. We're seeing 75% of the tickets and 66% of the cash is on the Tampa Bay Rays, which makes sense for the 16-cent line movement. 53% of the tickets, 57% of the cash is on the over, and the line's moved 5 cents towards the under, which would lean me towards a first 5 under in this game. It wouldn't be. This would not be a play for me though.
I like Tampa. Why? Tell me a good reason for me not to bet Tampa this game.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
13-0 at home. I would have to grab a run line here, and the run line's +151. I'll jump on Tampa. Until they've won every single game at home, and they're 10-3 against the spread at home. I'm going back to Tampa. +142. I guess I missed the line on that one. Whatever. Tampa Bay +142 for me.
+142.
+142.
Run line?
Plus.
Yeah, run line, right?
Run line.
Okay.
Yep. I wouldn't lay the -140. That's just not my style.
Yeah. Makes sense.
That's y'all's problem. I hate going against you. That's the problem I hate. No, you should love going against me right now. We are ice cold. But go ahead, Nick. We'll jump to the next game.
Yes, Cincinnati Reds are taking on the Texas Rangers. The Rangers are $1.10 road favorites with a total of 8.5 in this game. We have Lodolo and Eovaldi. Line opened up at -105 for the Rangers. It's now -111, so a 6-cent line movement towards the Rangers. Line opened up at 9. It's dropped down to an 8.5. Let's take a look here. 61% of the tickets, 49% of the cash is on the over, and the line's drop half a run, which leans me towards the under. 50% of the tickets, 67% of the cash is on the Reds, yet the line has moved towards the Rangers, which tells me the Rangers are probably the look in this game. If I had to lean toward the side, I'm not interested in the side though in this game. I'm going to look at the total in this one, and I'm going to look at the first 5 under in this game between Cincinnati and Texas. I think the market moves are telling us that both these pitchers are going to look pretty good today, so I'm going to side with that. First 5 under 4.5 at $1.20.
I like the Reds. Why is this line so close?
They're at home.
Yeah, but
Pitching advantage.
It's Texas who's 14-7 against the Reds who are 7-15. The Reds have lost 5 or 6 straight games, and Texas has won 7 out of 10. So obviously, this is free money giving out for Texas at a pick 'em against a bad Reds team, right? No, give me the Reds.
No, the Reds are at home with the pitching advantage. I can see why this line is shorter than it.
No.
That's just my thought process behind it. I prefer the under.
I like Cincinnati in this game, but we probably won't have anything up on the site for it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Cincy and Nick Lodolo over his strikeouts. He knows about the goat whale now, Nick.
He knows about the goat whale.
Somebody told him about the goat whale.
Interesting.
At the stadium. Agreed, Earle. Why fix what's not broke? Raise run line. Yes. Raise run line. Why not? Yep. I like the Reds, but I hate everyone being on them.
I feel like, they're becoming a little bit of public play.
Don't say Padres because they off today. Padres are off today, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's head to this game, Nick.
Yeah, the Chicago White Sox are at the Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays minus 160 favorites with a total of 9 in this game. This line opened up at a minus 165 for the Blue Jays. It's dropped. Actually, it's dropped since I've typed this up this morning. It's now minus 149. So a 16-cent line movement towards the Chicago White Sox in this game. Line opened up at a 9.5 early, and it immediately dropped down to a 9. It's since moved 5 cents from minus 110 to minus 105. Let's take a look at where the money is coming in on this game here. 94% of the tickets, 97% of the cash is on the Blue Jays. Yet the lines move towards the White Sox. And 66% of the tickets, 72% of the cash is on the under. And the lines move towards the under. Let's take a look at the bullpens here real quick to decide whether I want to do this first 5 or full game. And I believe both bullpens have not been particularly great. Toronto is 18th, and the White Sox are 19th. I'm going to limit it down to 5 innings in this game. I'm going to take the White Sox in the first 5 innings in this spot. Just the line movements telling me everything. So I like the White Sox in the first 5 at plus 135.
How about an over? Lance Lynn's not been good. I think Toronto can tag him up. And, I mean, I like Chris Bassett, though. I will say, after Chris Bassett's first ugly start, since then he's only allowed 4 earned runs in 18 and a third innings pitched. So he's actually been quite solid. I would actually lean more towards Toronto in this game. But I do like the over. I think Toronto tags him up. I do think the White Sox tag up Bassett a little bit, but I could easily see this one being a 7-3, 8-3 Toronto game. I know you're on the White Sox, but I don't see going up against it. The Toronto has the pitching advantage in this game. Toronto's the better team overall. I would go towards the Blue Jays in this one, but I like
fair.
The over.
That's fair. Yeah.
You like the over? Yeah, I kind of like the over in this game. Yep. We'll head to this game.
Yeah, happy Edward Cabrera Day, people. The Braves are minus 250, total 8. I say that jokingly. I'm not a huge, but I'm not buying into Edward Cabrera like everybody else is.
No.
Mine opened up at minus 230 for the Braves. It's now up to minus 252. So a 22-cent line movement towards the Braves in this game. Line opened up at an 8 minus 120, and now it's an 8 even money. So a 20-cent line movement towards the under in this game. Let's see if it correlates, because these are 2 pretty good pitchers. It does not. It does not correlate with the line move here. Interesting. 88% of the tickets, 80% of the cash is on the Braves. The line's moved 22 cents towards the Braves. That one makes sense. 77% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the over, yet the lines moved 20 cents towards the under. I have a feeling today is going to be a slow, boring type of day. Give me another first 5 under here on this one. Under 4, minus 104, Braves and Marlins.
I'm going to agree with you on that one. I know we're not high on Edward Cabrera. His control is what scares me.
His control is a problem, yes.
But he's allowed 2 earned runs in every start. So that's not terrible. The one concern is 16 walks in 17 and 2/3 innings pitched. But no, I'll take the under because on the opposite side you get Spencer Strider, who, as much as I hate him right now, has been really good this year. Only 6 earned runs in 22 innings. So
Yeah.
I'll go with you on the under. Under 8 at -120. I think this one's a 2-1 game written all over it. Hopefully it's Miami on top.
I can see that, yeah. Marlins unders have been pretty good this year, I believe, too.
Yeah. Man, I want to go under full game or first 5. Well, Nick's doing first 5. We're doing full game on the site. I'm on Marlins team total under. I think they get shut out. I hope
Marlins are 1-9.
I hope it's 1-0 Marlins.
Yeah. 1-9 over under the last 10 games for the Marlins.
Run line's juiced. It's like -118. It's actually not bad because they're at home.
Yeah.
I'm taking Bridge, right? I have not included.
Which actually, I believe there's some value here on +1.5 with the Marlins. And that's because I still believe, the Braves this year on the run line at home are 0-10.
All right. Normally we don't play that type of stuff, but I'll run it.
I'll run it too. I'll take
plus 110 for the +1.5.
Yeah, I'll add that onto my list here. Marlins +1.5. I don't play these. +102 on Bet Online. +1.5 with the Marlins. This is a Braves run line that has yet to cash this year at home. So
yeah, there you go. Let's go to this game, Nick.
Yeah, the Minnesota Twins are hosting the New York Yankees. The Twins are -150 favorites in this game with a total of 7.5. The Yankees coming in off of their series against the Blue Jays, where they lost their first series of the year. This line opened up at $1.25 for the Twins. It's now $1.49 for the Twins. A 24-cent line movement towards Minnehaha. The line opened up at an 8, and it's dropped down to a 7.5. And this one makes sense a little bit too, because 72% of the tickets, 78% of the cash is on the under, and it's moved towards the under. 54% of the tickets, 62% of the cash is on the Twinnies, and the line's moved 24 cents towards the Twinnies in this one here. I think the Twins are a decent look in this game. Even at $1.50, you would probably have to -1 it. Brito, I don't think Brito's been 5.4 ERA. Sonny Gray's been phenomenal this season.
Keep in mind, Brita had that ugly 2 2.3 innings. 2/3 of an inning against the Twins last time, where they lit them up for 7 runs.
Yeah, and so far this season, Gray has pitched 22 innings, given up 2 earned runs. He's been absolutely phenomenal here. What do the bullpens look like for these two teams? I'm kind of interested in this real quick. Yankees are a top 6 bullpen. Mini is a top 10 bullpen. I want to take him I'll take him in the first 5 innings, laying the half a run here at $1.15. I like the Twinnies in this spot.
I'll ride Twinkies with you. The Twins are coming off of the Nationals series, where they actually lost 2 out of 3 against Washington, which is kind of hilarious. But they're going up against Brito, which really struggled against them last time. I kind of lean towards the over. I don't think that the Minnesota Twins do the exact same thing that they did last time to them. But hit them up for 4 or 5 runs. I think that's a reasonable request. Maybe like a 6-3 type of win here. So, I just put in Twinkies run line +145 for it too. So, Minnesota, Minnehaha against the Yanks.
Yeah, I like it.
Back to the chat, Nick.
First 5 under Braves Marlins. Yes, I like it. Twinkies. Yeah, I took the Twinkies first 5 run line. Does that teamed up with slept on? Okay. I was leaning over. Previous series went over. I can see it. I don't want to bet against Sonny Gray right now. Yeah. I like it, but can't lay juice with the Twins. Lay the run line or the -1 then.
Yeah, lay the run line +145.
What can you get for the Twinnies -1 Minus 149, plus 141. This could be an interesting double up spot here. 141. Minus 103. I'm going to do that as well. I'm going to add the Twins minus 1 at minus 103. Double up spot.
The line did move from 8 to 7.5. I like the Twins, though. That's why it kind of pushes. That's why I didn't want to bet the over, as I saw that line movement. 4 games left, Nick.
Yeah, Milwaukee Brewers and the Detroit Tigers. The Brewers are $1.55 favorites. Total 8.5 in this game. Take a look at where the line has moved in this spot here. There we go. Minus 175 opened up for the Brewers. It's down to a 143. We've had a 32-cent line movement towards the Detroit Tigers in this game.
Just wait to see where. Just wait until you see where the money's at.
Yeah, it opened up minus 115 for the over 8.5, and now minus 120. Let's take a look where the money's coming in on this one. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I like the Tigers in this matchup here. 93% of the tickets, 85% of the cash is on the Brewers, and 53% of the tickets, 56% of the cash is on the over. The line's moved 5 cents towards the over. The over makes sense, or the over line move makes sense. And you know my thoughts on the Tigers. I refuse to take them full games. But with that being said, I'll take them in the first 5 innings here in this one. I'll take the Tigers first 5, which is a plus 120.
Yeah, give me the Tigers. What is that line movement? What? Everybody's all over the Brewers, and they go, you know what? Let's move the line towards the Tigers.
By that much, it's got to be injury or something.
Was there a starting pitcher last night? Because it's Colin Ray now. I think it was Colin Ray last night.
Yeah, it was Colin Ray last night.
That's very interesting. Yeah, just off the line movement alone, it's Detroit. Like that line moved a lot in the wrong direction. So Detroit money line. Let's get it.
Oh yeah.
Back to the chat. Tigers team total over. Sure. Call area is there. Pick a knockout. New York. I'm taking Twins. Yes, Twins. Maybe over 8.5. He didn't bet it. That's fair. I saw Ray under. I could see an under in that game, but I like Detroit. And here we go.
All right, back on the Athletics. Here we go. I'm just kidding. We have the Oakland Athletics and the LA Angels here in this one here. The Angels minus 195 favorites, total 9.5 in this game. The Angels opened up at minus 201, and it's dropped 6 cents towards the Athletics. Here we go again. Line opened up at 9.5, minus 105. It's now 9.5, minus 125. Let's take a look at where the money's coming on this one here. 80% of the tickets, 68% of the cash is on the Angels. And the line has moved towards the Athletics. 74% of the tickets and 69% of the tickets are on the under, and 69% of the tickets are on the under, and the lines move towards the over. I think the over is the look in this game. I know. I want to take a look at something real quick here, because I believe offensively they're not bad. I lied. Never mind. Okay. I was going to say maybe Oakland team total over. If you want to get involved with the Oakland Athletics without having to worry about them giving up 8,000 runs, is backing the team total over for the Athletics, which is 3.5, but that's a no-go for me here. I will take the I'll go with the over, though. Over 9.5 at minus 125 in this game. Oakland, LA.
Yeah. Anything but the A's. No, I'm on the over. This A's team still has the worst pitching staff in baseball, and it's not particularly close. And the Angels are going to be able to hit against them. So this is one that was quite simple. I'm going to be fading, or not fading, but backing overs in A's games until they stop hitting. So, maybe the A's money line, but no, I'm busting. But no, no A's. Over in this game. Under, no. A's team total under. I like the over. Over, yes. Seems like an A's spot. Untouchable? Nick, the scroller.
Yeah. I know. Oh, okay.
A's hit lefties. They don't. No, we're not betting the A's.
I'm trying to find the stats on.
This total has moved from 9.5 to 10. I just got 9.5. To Angels team total over. Yes. Angels team total over. Yes. New Jersey, Rangers, Tampa Bay, Toronto, under. So both unders in those games, over in Seattle, Jets money line.
I like the Jets. I didn't really play any totals though.
Fair.
That one.
Is Detroit at home or on the road? They're on the road. 2 games left, Nick.
Yeah, I'm trying to find versus left-handed pitching in general. Let's see. Versus left-handed pitching. The team with the best batting average versus left-handed pitching is St. Louis. Where's Oakland in this? Oakland is 13th of the 256 batting average versus left-handed pitchers. So, yeah, they kind of do. Diamondbacks and Royals. Diamondbacks minus 125 favorites in this game, total of 10. We got Brad Keller taking on Tommy Henry. This line has moved since I typed in the line.
Nick. It's Mitch Keller for Pittsburgh. It's not Brad Keller. It's Mitch. And it's the Pittsburgh one.
They're both Keller.
No.
Yes. No. Minus 124 it opened up at. It's now minus 136. So a 12-cent line movement towards the Snakes here in this game. Line opened up at a 9.5. It's now up to a 10. And seeing a little bit of 10.5 in some spots as well. 85% of the tickets, 91% of the cash is on the Snakes. The line's moved accordingly. But 72% of the tickets, 72% of the cash is on the under, and the line's moved up half a run. I'm looking at KC and Arizona over 10 here in this one for me.
Yeah, I'm not touching a total. If anything, if you're going after a total, Arizona team total over. Although Arizona is coming off of, I believe, losing 3 out of 4 to San Diego, which their only win was against Zach Allen. So, I do like the D-backs though. I think there's a bounce back series for them. And the Kansas City Royals are only a game behind the Oakland Athletics for the worst team in baseball. So, boom, there you go.
Wow. I'm loving my season win total under for them.
5-17 this year, Nick. Arizona for me in this one, but probably not going to end up getting to the window.
I would love for them to continue losing games.
I'm going Bucks first half, year of the deer. Yes. Arizona. Yes. Angels. Sure. Hey, sorry I'm late. Let's smash that button and cash some bets together. Let's do it, AM. I like it. Final game of the day. And there's a direct system for this one.
Per service. I know. It's the Sunday Night Baseball fade. We have, and I actually agree with this with the line movement as well. St. Louis Cardinals against the San Francisco Giants. The Cardinals minus 115 total, 8 in this game. Line opened up at minus 120 for the Cardinals. Has actually dropped 2 cents towards the Giants, down to minus 118 for the Cardinals now. And as for the total, opened up at an 8.5 plus 105. It's now a 8 at minus 117. So the line's dropped half a run in this one. And it kind of lends me towards an under in this game because 75% of the tickets, 81% of the cash is on the over in this game. The line's dropped half a run. The line did open up at plus money for the over 8.5, but still it's dropped half a run. I'm more interested in the side though because 79% of the tickets, 67% of the cash is on the Cardinals, and the line's dropped 2 cents. Oh wait, no, you like the Cardinals. Oh,
Sunday night fade.
Yeah, the market does not agree with the Cardinals, but Sunday night fade makes sense. I would personally not play this game, but you can put it up on the site. But
I already did.
yeah. So Cardinals it is, I guess.
Yeah,
Maybe an
and
under. Maybe an under.
And I'll take a little bit more of a shot. I took plus 140 on the run line. I know it's only a minus 120 money line. I'll take a shot some plus money. If I'm going to lose it, I'd rather be able to try to. I think if they win, they're going to win by more than one. So I did grab their run line. It is fading the Sunday night spot, which did not work out last week. So I believe it's now 4-2. No, 3-3. It's 3-3 after last week.
Something
And
like that.
we only get it one. We only get one shot at it today because the Mets do not play. So can't fade them today off of the Sunday night fade. But it is what it is. Taking the Cardinals run line.
Yeah, the Mets are at home against the Nationals tomorrow. Josiah Gray on the road.
There you go. Markel, I was thinking that too. I think they smack tonight. Get it. I'm going to not go make a finalization until next year. Who's pitching for that one? Who's pitching for which one? D-cracks. Yes, pass. Giants were at home, though, and Sunday night was actually an early night for San Fran. Yes, but if I'm fading Sunday night baseball, I'm fading Sunday night baseball. Because the Cardinals, where did the Cardinals play yesterday? They played in Seattle, so that one was an early one, too. I don't know. I'm fading San Fran. Because that's the way we do it. Can't trust neither of those teams. That's why I don't trust the Cardinals either. That's why I took the run line. Because if I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose plus money. So that is all the games for today. I'm going to make this brief because my voice is kind of annoying. It's not annoying, but it's
your voice is annoying. You know, you're
my
right.
voice is dead. That's why I've been drinking so much freaking tea. So I'm gonna make it quick. All the links are in the description below. Recapping, I like the Bucks and the Grizzlies, along with some Rockies. I like the Orioles and the under. Tampa run line, Cincinnati. I like Toronto, Miami in the under. Twinkies, Tigers, the over in Oakland, D-backs, and Cardinals. There you go.
Yeah. I got the Devils, Lightning, Jets, and Avalanche in the NHL. Miami, Milwaukee under 216, and Grizzlies first quarter plus 120 in the NBA. And then in the MLB, Rockies first five, Baltimore, Boston first five under 4, Cincinnati, Texas first five under 4.5, White Sox first five money line plus 135. First five under 4 with Miami, Atlanta, as well as the Marlins run line plus 1.5, plus 102. Minnesota double up spot, first five minus a half, full game minus 1. Tigers first five, Oakland and LA over at 9.5, and Kansas City, Arizona over 10.
Here you go. There you go. Over in Kansas City. Sure. That's going to do it for this show. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow, 10 a.m. for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Thank you guys for watching.